if again, if you guys are going to enjoy your long day, your long weekend, I want you to have something in mind. I want you to first of all be thankful for the freedom that you have, that you're enjoying here in this country, but also I want you to think about what are your real desires, what are your deepest and those things that sometimes we don't even want to tell other people because we don't even believe that that is something that sometimes that someday we will be able to achieve it. But if you are like me, or like in the past, or I don't know if you have had this experience, but have you ever cried in the shower? If you have ever cried in the shower, put it in the notes, in the comments. Let me know. Obviously, there are many reasons why sometimes we ended up crying in the shower. A lot of times we don't want to show our emotions when we are around other people. We cry in the shower maybe because we lost a loved one or something like that. But in this case, have you ever cried in the shower because you have this desire inside, you have this goals, these dreams, and you are nowhere near where you wanted them to be, and the frustration, the sorrow that you have, you don't want to show it to other people, but when you get into the shower, that's when you actually bawl. And I had that experience, and it's not fun. But I can understand. I can relate if this is something. Obviously, a lot of people we show our emotions in different ways, but I know that as women, a lot of times we do it by crying in the shower. But that's why I want to talk to you today about this topic. I want to share with you how you can match your desires with your current lifestyle and also your behaviors, because your behaviors determine your values. Your values determine where are you putting your focus on, and what you're putting your focus on is gonna be the end result, down the line, like 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. That is going to determine where you're gonna be down the line. And for example, if your desire is, and I tell you this because I have talked to other clients about it, if your desire is to be location free as a business owner, right? And you want to be able to travel different places, but you are not, your actions, your behaviors, the habits that you have right now are not in congruency with what you are going to be doing later on, then that's gonna be an unmatch, right? So sometimes it requires a little bit of sacrifices. It doesn't mean that now you have to like eat ramen for a whole year, although I know people that have done it, but it doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice that lifestyle in order to achieve those desires. But it is more about to be more aligned with the desires that you want, and taking that into consideration again, the location freedom that you want to have. This is just an example. Then you have to say, okay, well, what is stopping me from being location freedom? Is it debt? Okay, what actions am I taking to get rid of my debt as soon as possible? What other actions, like is it like having a very expensive mortgage, or having a very expensive luxury, like apartment? The rent is super high, and that is not allowing me to reach, to save enough money to be able to be location free, or I don't have time to spend in my business, so therefore I'm not being able to monetize it. Therefore, I am not being able to achieve the location freedom. So again, we want to ask ourselves certain questions that will tell us where is our focus at the moment, where is our value. And you want to do it in a way like, for example, what are you looking for? Are you looking for security? Are you looking for freedom? Are you looking for to get married? Are you looking for a calmer and happier environment? Are you looking to live longer? Are you looking to make a difference and help others? Are you looking to, I think I said I get married already. So we want to match our desires with our habits and behaviors. So working on that again, going back to that, if you are frustrated because you have not been able to achieve certain things like your dream trip or your dream home or your dream business or your certain amount of money, then look at what is it that you're focused on, what is it that you're giving importance right now that is stopping you or that is like putting you behind, right? That is making that goal get a little bit further and further. And there's something that I always talk about, and it's 11:11 here, is that you want to um, delay gratification and embrace anticipation. So if you shift your focus on your current circumstances and what you're doing right now, the enjoyment, the temporary enjoyment, and you put your focus on that emotion and that desire that you want, even if it's like that, even if the desire is going to be like 1 year, you have put, I hope that you have put a deadline, right, on when you want to achieve this, on when you want to reach this. Then when you shift your emotions, then you're going to get excited about that, about reaching that. Therefore, the things that you're doing right now or the little sacrifices that you might have to take right now are going to be worth it. And this comes from anything. In this group, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur or they are entrepreneurs. And they know that in order to be able to build that business, there might be certain sacrifices. Maybe it might be extra hours at night that you have to do. Maybe you have to spend a little bit more money in order to have a team. Maybe it's a little bit more money in ad spend. Maybe you have to invest in yourself and buy coaching in order for you to be able to learn and understand there's certain things. But again, at least everything, your actions are matching with that desire that you have, which is to reach that opening that business or that building that business. And then later on, you will be able to enjoy the fruit of that labor. I can tell you, no entrepreneur has built a business and had success overnight. It has required sacrifices. It has required time. It has required risk. But again, your values need to match with that in order for you to be able to achieve that. So ask yourself, why do I want this? Like what first of all, what is your deep desire? Because a lot of times we just bury those desires down, right? Because it hurts us, or we don't even believe that someday we are going to be able to achieve it. That's the first thing that we need to change, right? Because if that desire is on you, there's a reason why. And it doesn't matter, it's your personal desire. It might, your husband or your kids or your friends, they might not share the same desires. But if you deeply inside you know that this is what you really want, then you want to then start matching. First of all, ask yourself why. Why do you want, what is it that this is going to allow you to do? Or what is it that this is going to help you reach? What is it that, how will you feel when you reach this desire that you have? And then are your actions right now are aligned with doing that, right? Because if you want to be location free, but then you are, I don't know, spending all your money on something else, or maybe a luxury car, then it doesn't match, right? It's not aligned with your goal. So we want to, obviously if you're rich, that's different, but like if you are not being able to reach that goal because you're limited financially, then you want to start matching. So do you guys have any questions? I want to make it a short one today, but I want you to really meditate and this weekend, that is a long weekend, and look out, because And I'm gonna tell you why I'm telling you this. A lot of people, they love when the holidays come, right? And it's exciting. I'm gonna hang out with my friends that now they have the opportunity to have some time off so we can get together. But entrepreneurs, they can take a holiday whenever they want. They don't need to wait for a holiday to come in order to enjoy themselves, right? So I want you to meditate this weekend on, am I really aligned with my values, what I really want, my deepest desire? And if I'm not, what actions can I take in order to be able to reach that? So there are a couple of things that I ask you. If you are watching the replay, please make sure to type replay. And if you have cried in the shower, I would love to hear your story on why you have cried in the shower. And then second of all, if you have those desires, please share it. Like, put it out there. Because again, a lot of times we just bury those desires. Like in my case, I want to go to Europe, especially Spain and Italy, but I just don't want to just go and visit. I want to actually live like a local. And that is something that I've been desired for a couple of years now, and I haven't done it. So I have to then say, okay, what are the things that I'm doing right now that are not allowing me to achieve that and reach that? And then what actions am I gonna take? Which I already, put a plan to it, right? So please share it with us. Any questions at the moment? I'm gonna give you one more minute. And again, make sure to visit my Facebook group, which is Finance Babes. My business page is Finance Babe. And I'm actually gonna put a freebie for you. Here is what I call the pie method. It is a method that I use in order to plan my income and expenses. Because when you do that, you will be able to achieve your desires even faster, because you're gonna be clear and you're gonna know exactly when you will be able to achieve that and make a plan towards that and reach it sooner. So with that being said, I hope that you guys have a great holiday weekend, and I will see you next week with another topic. You have a good day. Bye.